Hi. I have been sharing quotes from Lewis's essay Fern-seed and Elephants, a complaint from a sheep to shepherds. These shepherds with a New Testament higher criticism. It should be noted that Lewis is not talking about all or even most Bible scholars, but radical critics, those who are committed to anti-supernatural attitudes. So I'll read his third complaint here. Thirdly, I find in these theologians a constant use of the principle that the miraculous does not occur. Thus, any statement put into our Lord's mouth by the old text, which, if he had really made it, would constitute a prediction of the future, is taken to have been put in after the occurrence, which it seems to predict. This is very sensible if we start by knowing that inspired prediction can never occur. Similarly, in general, the rejection as unhistorical of all passages which narrate miracles is sensible if we start by knowing that the miraculous in general never occurs. Now, I do not here want to discuss whether the miraculous is possible. I only want to point out that this is a purely philosophical question. Scholars as scholars speak on it with no more authority than anyone else. The canon, and then he puts in quotes, if miraculous unhistorical, end of quote, is one they bring to their study of the text, not one they have learned from it. If one is speaking of authority, the united authority of all biblical critics in the world counts here for nothing. On this they speak simply as men obviously influenced by, and perhaps insufficiently critical of, the spirit of the age they grew up in. So here Lewis is addressing victims, really, victims of the world they're trained in, the spirit of their age, the age of reason. The Watchtower's founder, Charles Taze Russell, was shaped by the age of reason, so that the Bible took second place to his own reason. He will state things can't be true because they don't seem reasonable to him. The critics Lewis here describes are also victims of their own reason. I don't see the miraculous happening, so they don't happen. They couldn't have happened. Even scholars can be victims of eisegesis, reading their own thoughts into the text. If this is true of scholars, how much more of us, who know much less than the scholars? For some, this idea would mean you should reject all scholars. But that is foolish, since then we would be relying on our own reason with even less information or knowledge to go on. Because some medical doctors are quacks, we don't assume all of them should be rejected, all medical doctors. We can sidestep this problem by picking our scholars well. Not all scholars become victims of the spirit of the age. Awareness of the potential problem, though, can help us. Listen carefully. Is it from the text or from human reasoning? I'm going to link to two videos, one that David did, readings from Griffith Thomas in Strongholds of Truth, Authority and the Bible. Is our ground of authority reason? Can we trust our logic over revelation? And the second video is Modern Man's Faith is in Himself, in His reason. Can I trust myself is not even asked. And that was based on readings David did from Compelling Reason by C.S. Lewis.